Ahasuerus is a name used several times in the Hebrew Bible, as well as related legends and Apocrypha. This name is applied in the Hebrew scriptures to three rulers. The same name is also applied uncertainly to a Babylonian official noted in the Book of Tobit. Etymology. The name Ahasuerus is equivalent to the Greek name Xerxes, both deriving from the Old Persian language Xerxes. The form Xerxes has not traditionally appeared in English Bibles, but has rather appeared as Ahasuerus. Many newer translations and paraphrases have used the name Xerxes. The name Xerxes comes from the Greek II. The English name Ahasuerus is derived from a Latinized form of the Hebrew Ahasuerus, which is a Hebrew rendering of the Babylonian Axyarshu. Both this and the Greek II are renderings of the Old Persian Xayara infinite. Thus this literary change was created as the name moved across each of the language groups in a westerly direction from Persia until it entered English translations of the Bible. Biblical references. Book of Esther Ahasuerus is given as the name of the king of Persia in the Book of Esther. 19th-century Bible commentaries generally identified him with Xerxes I of Persia. The Greek version of the Book of Esther refers to him as Artaxerxes, and the historian Josephus relates that this was the name by which he was known to the Greeks. Similarly, the Vulgate, the Midrash of Esther Rabbah, 1:3 and the Josephon identify the king as Artaxerxes. The Ethiopic text calls him Arienexis, usually the Ethiopic equivalent of Artaxerxes. John of Ephesus and Bar Hebraeus identified him as Artaxerxes II, a view strongly supported by the 20th-century scholar Jacob Hochstander. Masudi recorded the Persian view of events which affirms the identification, and Al-Tabari similarly placed the events during the time of Artaxerxes II despite being confused by the Hebrew name for the king. Esther Rabbah and the Vulgate present Ahasuerus as a different name for the king to Artaxerxes rather than an equivalent in different languages, and the Septuagint distinguished between the two names using a Greek transliteration of Ahasuerus for occurrences outside the Book of Esther. Indeed, an inscription from the time of Artaxerxes II records that he was also known as Arshu, understood to be a shortening of the Babylonian form Akshiarshu derived from the Persian Kshayarsha. The Greek historians Ctesias and Ionan noted that Artaxerxes II was also called Arsaces or Orzes respectively, similarly understood to be derived from Kshayarsha, the former as the shortened form together with the Persian suffix k applied to such shortened names. Book of Ezra Ahasuerus is also given as the name of a king of Persia in the Book of Ezra. Modern commentators associate him with Xerxes I, who reigned from 486 BC until 465 BC. Other identifications have been made for Cambyses II or with Bardiya, who reigned for 7 months between Cambyses II and Darius I. Book of Daniel Ahasuerus is given as the name of the father of Darius the Mede in the Book of Daniel. Josephus names Astyages as the father of Darius the Mede, and the description of the latter as uncle and father-in-law of Cyrus by medieval Jewish commentators matches that of Xerxes II, who is said to be the son of Astyages by Xenophon. Thus this Ahasuerus is commonly identified with Astyages. He is alternatively identified, together with the Ahasuerus of the Book of Tobit, as Xerxes I, said to be the father of Astyages. Views differ on how to reconcile the sources in this case. One view is that the description of Ahasuerus as the father of Darius the Mede should be understood in the broader sense of forebear, or ancestor. Another view notes that on the Bayezid inscription, Xerxes is a family name, and thus considers the description as literal, viewing Astyages as an intermediate ruler wrongly placed in the family line in the Greek sources. Book of Tobit In some versions of the apocryphal or deuterocanonical Book of Tobit, Ahasuerus is given as the name of an associate of Nebuchadnezzar, who together with him, destroyed Nineveh just before Tobit's death. A traditional Catholic view is that he is identical to the Ahasuerus of Daniel 9:1 in the Codex Sinaiticus Greek edition. The two names in this verse appear instead as one name, Ayakar. Other Septuagint texts have the name Akiacha. Western scholars have proposed that Akiacha is a variant form of the name Xerxes I of Media, who historically did destroy Nineveh, in 612 BC. In legends, in some versions of the legend of the Wandering Jew, His true name is held to be Ahasuerus. This is the name by which Immanuel Kant refers to the wandering Jew in the only possible argument in support of a demonstration of the existence of God. See also, Ahasuerus and Haman at the Feast of Esther, painting by Rembrandt van Rijn Artaxerxes II, Wandering Jew Xerxes I of Persia. Notes. References. This article incorporates text from a publication now in the public domain, Herbermann, Charles, ed. Ahasuerus. Catholic Encyclopedia. Robert Appleton Company. External links, Ahasuerus. Catholic Encyclopedia. New York, Robert Appleton Company 1913.